I'm happy with where I am. But just to cover quickly, because it would be, I actually want to know. I'll share my thoughts on it first, and then obviously you can share yours as well. But it's to do with the Eze Arteta. Let's call it an incident, but I think it's being blown out of proportion. But let's call it an incident, yeah, because there's a clip and you see it and you hear him shouting and rah. Yeah. So my opinion on that is we all, Dre, and I know Dre, and Dre, I also know that you told me it was going to be a professional 2-0 win, and you was right. But hey, this is why the halftime hooks community is amazing, because sometimes you guys know more about football than me, and that's great. We can all learn from each other. Big up, Dre, my brother. So this is what I see it. Yeah, so when a rival does it, cool, I understand, because the rival is just trying to score points. Haha, look at this video of Arteta screaming at Eze, get back to your robotic position. That's rivals don't want the best for us. Yeah. Now, when an Arsenal fan does it, I find it mad, because before we even go into any game, we already know how much detail Arteta goes into when he's building plans for the match. So he's obviously decided in this game, yeah, that Eze, I'm going to need you to stay high and wide more so than drifting into the middle. I don't think it has anything to do specifically with Eze. If Martinelli was playing there and did the same thing, he's going mad, because Arteta's a psycho and he wants what he wants. And if he doesn't get what he wants, he goes mad on the pitch, because the way that he's thinking about it is, you've now vacated your space that you are designated to. Somebody is going to expose that, because you're not following the game plan, but Calafiori is following the game plan. So now both of you are going to end up in the same position. If we now get caught out on the break, both you and Calafiori are out of position. We're going to get exposed. And that's just the way that I view it. I don't think it was Arteta being vexed at Eze. I don't think it's Arteta limiting Eze or anything like that. Because like you said, I think you said it when you first came earlier on in the stream, you were saying that if you look at the positions that Eze picked up on the pitch, a lot of them were in central positions. So I do think it's that thing of, let's hype up something that's not really happening so we can get some engagement online. And yeah, and Darren, it is a bit like we are the only team that it feels like a loss when we win. And because we
let me jump in.
Before that, big up my English ITK, man like Mark, AFC. Ebbs is being asked to be the left-sided Saka, basically. Thank you. But
we don't care about these people who are not Arsenal fans, who are rivals, acting like they care about the well-being of a player who's not theirs. Eberechi Eze comes to Arsenal, has one game, gets an assist, starts that game, gets an assist, and boom, he's off the mark. At the first home game where we win the game and he gets an assist, right? The game he came on versus Liverpool, he came on for a small cameo. Arteta said one thing about him after the game where he said, you know what, those opportunities we should score. They're like, oh, Arteta's beefing him. And then during the game, you have your left back going back into defense, and he's just telling Eze, hold the width to give us an option to recycle the ball to if we want to change possession.
Yeah.
And he's like, if the ball, if you guys look back, Eze was actually trying to see if he could make a run if somebody's seen him. He couldn't get eye contact with nobody. Nobody knew he was even there to make a run. But yeah, in my opinion, I just think this is a lot of agendas, and everyone's talking about Eze not having freedom, Eze being isolated, Eze this, Eze that. The guy played as a left-sided 10. He occupied a lot of left wing areas, and he occupied a lot of central areas. First, Atletico Bilbao versus Nottingham Forest. Both games, I seen him at times out wide. I seen him at times in the 10. I've seen him at times drifting even to the other side of the pitch. Remember the goal?
I don't say. Wait, sorry, just quickly, Aaron. I don't say the same thing though. I'm not robotic, but I hear it. But I know you're not talking about me. But I just wanted to let everybody know that Aaron's not talking about me. But sorry, you got carry.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be on Dan Potts' channel tonight. They're gonna be talking about Arteta holding back Eze already, and it's like
Yeah.
I already can see the agendas. To me, if you think Eze is being held back by Arteta after 2 games, you clearly have an agenda against the manager, and you clearly have an agenda to just try to run some story. It's very visible to everybody that every team brings in a new player. There's going to be moments where they look really good. There's going to be moments where they don't. And to me, that's just another one of those games where it's like the whole attack looked a little bit off it. But hey, I'm not gonna sit here and go crazy. I'm not gonna sit here, jump and make think pieces. I think Eze can perfectly perform well in the right. And if you think Arsenal were holding him back and Eze was being held back or he wasn't playing central, I could find you multiple moments in that game, multiple clips. If I'm trying to find something right now, I'm not going to show a clip. I'm just going to show you an image. He is literally telling Calafiori to get as high as possible to give Eze the opportunity to come inside and do what he needs to do. But people don't want to see that. People don't want to speak about that. People don't want to talk about the context around how we're playing. They just want to say, "Oh, Eze, Arteta was shouting instructions to Eze during the game, and this is what he's doing to him. He's killing what did they say? He's ruining his what did they say? But Eze is restricted on the touchline, which is completely wrong.
Yeah.
Calafiori, Declan Rice goes out wide. Calafiori goes out wide. Eze, Calafiori, and Declan Rice interchange throughout the game multiple times. Same with Timber, Madueke, and Moreno. I don't get what the other issue is. And let me show you the image. This is the perfect image explaining what I'm talking about. These are the players who interchange with each other. The only player you could actually say is isolated by themselves is Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Everybody else has somebody who they're feeding with and working with.
Do you know what? Yeah, and this is why. Yeah, you need to look at Arsenal a bit differently, because Arteta was probably angry because Eze messed up the triangle. Do you know what I mean? But it's not specifically Eze. It's just at that specific moment in that time, him coming inside breaks down the triangle. And that's what he's mad about. He's not mad about Eze. He's mad about Eze kind of switching off a bit, losing concentration for the bigger picture. So, yeah, I'm in full agreement. And just quickly, just on this, DA, yeah, do you know what? I'm only explaining this again because you're an Arsenal fan, and I will always explain it to an Arsenal fan, but I'm not entertaining rivals anymore. Eze, yeah, played on the left-hand side for Crystal Palace. He was a left 10. All of the positions that he will pick up playing left wing for Arsenal are the exact same areas he picked up playing left 10 for Crystal Palace.
Look at this perfect example of Calafiori all the way on the left side and Eze basically next to Gyökeres. And you can see who's this? That's Moreno, right?
Yeah, Moreno. Yeah, that's Moreno.
There you go. To me, the issue I have with this setup is I want Moreno here.
Yeah, there's no one in the middle. This is what I mean when I remember what I said earlier that Zubimendi's left on an island.
Yeah, so I want him here. That's where I want him. Zooming in right there. If I can get him there, that would be where I want Moreno or Eze to help come in. But regardless, this is the shape that I want to see. I want to see the back three with Rice and Zubimendi, and the rest of them giving themselves a situation. In this situation, Madueke is the one giving the width. Look at him.
Yeah, he's in a lot. See, and here, I can't lie, Zubimendi's got to be playing the ball over the top to Madueke. I won't lie.
And Madueke, give him that much space, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, people don't want to talk about these things. They just want to run agendas.
Hey?
People are saying he map will look the same. There you go. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to go soon, but before I go, my main issues are people always say Arteta is holding the team back, Arteta this, Arteta that. Keep an eye out for the same people saying you have to win the league, you have a good enough team to win the league. And to me, it's just the agendas are agending, and that's what it is. Don't let people get you off your perch. I don't want to see Hooks after one defeat saying Arteta out. I don't want to see people in the chat after one draw saying the whole team is a mess. People are gonna have bad games, people are gonna have good games. Don't lose your head, stay calm. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Just quickly,
We are nowhere near the halfway point of the season, and people are already running these agendas. Wait until we get further and further to the season, and we're ahead, or we're top of the league, or we have a gap, or something happens where it's like people actually start feeling the pressure that we're going to do something. You're going to see even more of the temperature going up. The temperature going up is to disrupt and to cause chaos and to cause controversy and to have conversations. And some of these conversations we should not, entertain. And one conversation I'm not going to entertain is Eze on the left is ruining him. He, for God's sakes, played on the left at Palace for multiple years. It's just they played in a different way.